Hey guys, Anthony here. In this video, I showcase 5 tips and tricks that you can use in Copilot, which is Microsoft's everyday AI companion. Let's start with Copilot tip number 1. When using AI prompts, Copilot has 3 conversation styles: balanced, creative, and precise. Learn how to use these effectively to be able to generate better and more accurate results. The balanced conversation style is the default mode. It provides a balance between being precise and being creative. So essentially, it provides accurate and detailed responses while also adding a touch of creativity. The creative conversation style is great for generating imaginative and innovative content, like writing a poem, creating a story, or generating images. There is greater emphasis on creativity and originality. The precise conversation style provides precise and detailed responses. It's useful for complex prompts where it prioritizes accuracy over creativity. Use it when you need to summarize a document, research papers, or writing code. Copilot tip number 2. The results you get from the AI prompts you provide Microsoft Copilot will depend on the quality of the prompts. A bad prompt doesn't provide enough information, whereas a good prompt is descriptive and specific and will generate better results from Copilot. A good and effective prompt provides clarity, is specific, provides context and purpose, and of course, be polite when providing prompts. It's important to provide clarity. The prompts should be clear and concise, avoid ambiguity, and make sure your request or question is easy to understand. It's important to be specific. More specific the prompt, the better Copilot can provide a relevant response. For example, instead of asking, "Can you write some code?" ask, "Can you write a Python function that sorts a list of integers?" It's important to provide context. Providing context can help Copilot understand the prompt better. For example, if you're asking help with a coding problem, providing information about the programming language, the problem you're trying to solve, and any constraints can lead to a more useful response. It's important to include a purpose. Make sure the purpose of the prompt is clear and specific. Whether you're asking a question, requesting a task, or seeking advice, stating the purpose can help Copilot provide a more targeted response. Copilot tip number 3. If your initial response didn't fully cover the context and description of what you are requesting, you can add a follow-up prompt after the initial prompt to refine it. For example, in this prompt, I asked Copilot to generate a 700-word blog post describing Microsoft Copilot and to include its main features and benefits as well as limitations. I also asked it to compare Copilot with other generative AI products out there, and this is what it came up with. After I provided the initial prompt, I decided I wanted to also check copyright implications of using AI-generated content and its commercial use. So I added my prompt and asked Copilot to add the details on copyright implications of using AI-generated content and if it can also be used for commercial purposes and the implications. And here's what it came up with. By the way, I created a separate video on the topic of copyright protection of AI-generated content. Let's move on to Copilot tip number 4. Rather than typing a prompt, you can provide a voice prompt by clicking this microphone button below and speaking your prompt. For example, I'm going to give it a voice prompt now. Generate a social media post for Twitter, which is not more than 280 characters, encouraging beginners to try Microsoft Copilot.
Attention, aspiring creators! Microsoft Copilot is your AI sidekick for writing, designing, and more. Whether you're a poet, coder, or storyteller, Copilot's got your back. Give it a whirl and unlock your creative superpowers. Hashtag Microsoft Copilot, hashtag AI Assistant.
So this voice prompt feature can come very handy. Finally, let's move to Copilot tip number 5. You can use Copilot in browsers like Google Chrome, Firefox, and Safari by using this URL. But it's best to use it in Microsoft Edge and be logged into your Microsoft account like Outlook or MSN. This way you'll get the most out of it. Well, if you're still here, I have a bonus tip for you. Your Copilot prompt history. If you ever want to go back and check your previous prompts, Copilot saves your recent history in this left sidebar under the Chats tab and in the Recents section. You can click on a specific prompt and it will load it in the main area. You can then check the prompt thread and even ask more questions if you want to. You can also delete specific prompts from the history if you want to by hovering over the prompt and using the delete button. Well, hope you found these Copilot tips helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching.